Yes, your colon and you, a deep probe into Uranus is the topic of today's video. Anyways, the old coot here coming back at you with another exciting video. Remember, this video is intended for entertainment purposes only. If you're suffering from any kind of abdominal pain, cramping, whatever, you really should go to your doctor, your healthcare provider, etc. So keep that in mind. I'm just going to give you my experience. So here's what happened. I ate a steak and then I had 5 eggs with it. I had steak and eggs basically. I was trying to load up on protein, but instead I loaded up my colon. So here's what ended up happening. I normally, on a normal basis, I usually go to the bathroom, let's say 3 times a day. And it's usually like one early in the morning, one mid-morning, and then one sometimes like early afternoon. But when I couldn't go number two for a full 24 hours, I was like, okay, there's something going on. So I think that steak and eggs just kind of bound up my intestines. I was getting the cramping. I was getting like definitely discomfort, like probably some like Charlie horse and stomach cramping, probably the two worst pains I think I've ever experienced in my life. So anyways, I decided to take this product. This one's actually pretty good. It tastes pretty good. It's got a cherry flavor to it. It is a little sweet because it does have sucralose. See that right there? Flavor of sucralose. But it definitely tastes better than a lot of the other ones that I've tried in the past. But anyways, let's look at the instructions here. So what I did was, shake well before using. I had a full 8 ounces of water on hand to chase this, right? So basically I drank, see it says adults right there, take 6.5 to 10 fluid ounces. So I took the 10 ounces, right? I basically drank the whole bottle. It's a 10-ounce bottle. I drank the 10 ounces and then I immediately drank the 8 ounces of water with it. So that was around, I would say around like 6 p.m. So what happened was, I would say the first 2 hours, like nothing. Didn't feel anything, didn't notice anything. And it's also, things are so dependent. You really things are dependent on so many factors. So you really have to like go with your doctor's advice, your healthcare provider's recommendation for your specific situation. But in my case, because I was kind of feeling sluggish, I really didn't move around too much. So I basically drank it and then sat in a chair for about 2 hours or so. Didn't really feel much of anything. I would say, so this is at 6 p.m. I would say around 8 p.m., right? So this is 2 hours into it. I started to notice like some gurgling noises, started to notice like some squishing noises, that kind of stuff. And then 10 p.m., so I would say about 4 hours after drinking the drink, that's when I started getting the first bowel movement. And the first bowel movement was actually like little, it was like soft. It was like soft number 2 that was coming out of me. And it wasn't a whole lot. It was just like a little bit, I'd say. Then around 11:30, right, like midnight, which is now a full like 6 hours after I drank this, that's when I got like a few nuggets. And then I felt like most of whatever was in there was out. But then came the diarrhea, right? Which is one of the side effects of taking one of these things. So yes, it will remove whatever's in there, like at least in my case. But the side effect was that like 2 a.m., 3:30 a.m., 6 a.m., 8 a.m. I'd say for about at least 6 to 8 hours, I was just getting like little squirtles of diarrhea that were after this. And then the worst part was, I would say around like 2 p.m., muscle cramps because I was so damn dehydrated. So the purpose of this video is twofold. One is, yes, this stuff works. Yes, it should work within 6 hours, but I also realized that I needed to take electrolytes. So what I did was I took this stuff, Krampade. I've done other videos on this. It truly is, to me, this electrolyte is truly the most fast acting. I would say within maybe a minute or two of drinking this with the full like 8 ounces of water, 10 ounces of water, I would say my muscle cramping went away. And basically I just got a Charlie horse. It was like inner thigh, hamstring, toe, like you name it, calf muscle, everything was just cramping. But within like a minute or two of drinking this, the cramps went away. So that was good news. So those are the most important things are, yes, this stuff works, but if you're going to take something like this, please also remember to take an electrolyte like I did. And as always, go to your doctor, go to your medical provider, all that kind of stuff. Just make sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing for your specific situation. Because sometimes you could be having an abdominal cramp, Maybe it's not constipation. Maybe it's something else. Who knows? That's why you really want to go to your doctor. If you're curious about the bottle, here it is. I'll try to put links below in the comments section, also in the description section to this specific product. Like I said, this to me was probably the best tasting of all of these that I've tried in the past. But here's the backside of water. So basically shake well, have a glass of water on hand. They say liquid. I just did water. So you're supposed to drink this and then drink the water immediately right after. So that way you have enough water in there to kind of make things move. But that water ended up as diarrhea. So anyways, that's that part right there. There's your screenshot. Go ahead and take it. And then here's this one. If you want to go ahead and see this, make sure you talk to your doctor. Warning, 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 all that kind of stuff. Take this product, you kind of get an idea of what's going on. So take your screenshots, do whatever you got to do. Anyways, yeah, taste-wise, pretty good. It does taste like cherry. It is a little sweet. There's no nasty chemical taste or anything. It was pretty good. This stuff, the Krampade, this is the lemon lime flavor. Tastes pretty good. It's not sweet or anything. It's just, it might have like a subtle hint of sweetness, but it's basically just an electrolyte, one of those sports drinks that's designed to rehydrate you and prevent the cramping from having diarrhea after using this thing. So that was my experience. Hopefully you like what you saw. Links are down below in the comment section, also in the description down there. I'm the Old Coot, and I'll catch you all in the next exciting video.